evening, everyone. My name is Prachi Jetli. I'm from Anna TV, and we are here at the Mall of India. And here we are attending the 9th Congressional International Women's Day celebration presented by Congressman Danny K. Davis. And here at this year as well, we have 20 Women of Excellence that will be awarded today. And I would be bringing exclusive interviews with all the awardees for you guys. We'll be talking to each one of them, and then we'll be talking about their achievements, their career, and what they feel about today's award. All right, I am super excited to introduce you all the first awardee for tonight's gala. Her name is Patricia Idem, and she is the mayor of Lansing, Illinois. Ms. Idem, thank you very much, first of all, for speaking with us, and many congratulations for today's award. And please tell us about yourself and then how you feel. And then, I read your profile that you have been a veteran as well. And please, I would like to know more about yourself, and then, what your message in today's different kind of world to the people are with after the pandemic, and how have things been with you, and about today's award as well.
Thank you very much. It's honor. It's a total honor for me to be here today representing my village of Lansing, Illinois. Going back 40 some years, I'm Lansing's first female full-time police officer. Then I was the village clerk and a village trustee, and 4 years ago I was elected as the first female mayor. I'm extremely proud of that. I hope that events like this and all of the amazing women that will be honored here today will make it easier for the next generation of females, young girls and young women to realize that they can be anything they want to be. So again, it's a privilege to be here today.
So what's the one tip that you would give to the aspiring, the people that look forward to role models like you? What is your one tip for all of them? That includes me as well.
Education.
Education. Very well said. And many congratulations again for today's event, and we look forward to meeting you again and again. And again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Now I have our second awardee with me here. Her name is Bev Fryer, and she is senior community activist from Naperville, Illinois, and she will be one of the 20 Women of Excellence that would be awarded today at the International Women's Day celebration hosted by Danny K. Davis. Ms. Fryer, thank you very much for speaking with us. Please let us know about yourself, and then how you feel about today's award, and what is your message for the women out there, especially after this post-pandemic world. How has been your experience as a female, and what is your message to the women out there that look forward to people like you to be their role models?
I don't know. I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for the life I've led. I've been widowed twice. It has not been easy raising a family with no money, and that's when I started business. And I have had such a miracle life. Everything good has happened to me, and I am grateful to all the people that have helped me. I have learned so much. I'm happy. I'm still doing things for other people. Started the senior task force in Naperville to represent all the seniors of Naperville. At 90, I think I'm qualified, but I feel like 60. So I enjoy being helpful to other people. I think that's the secret to being happy and living a long life.
I think that's very well put, that you enjoy being helpful, enjoy helping others. And ma'am, you are one of the women that were handpicked and then made it to top 20 for today's gala, today's award. How do you feel about that?
Very honored, very humble. Don't know why, but I'm happy.
And again, thank you so much for all the work that you do. Many congratulations for today's award, and we look forward to your speech on the stage.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I have with me Miss Selena Hammond. She's the CEO, Maximum Behavior Health. Huntington Beach, California. And again, she is one of the top 20 women of excellence that will be awarded tonight at the gala. And what is your experience? I know it's super excited to be one of the top 20 that made it to the today's gala. What is your experience and how do you feel? And then please tell us more about yourself and your company.
Okay, so I'll start by telling you about myself. I'm born and raised in Mexico. I grew up in a household of 6 women. So being here in a women's award means a lot to me. My mom brought us to the States when I was a teenager along with my siblings, and just that alone means, just the fact that it's a women's award means that much to me. Then she brought us here, and then I understood what I could do in this country. And so the latest, I've had 20 plus years of experience in behavioral health, so I'm in the helping people with mental illnesses, and my latest opportunity is I'm the founding partner and CEO of Maximon Behavioral. Maximon really focuses on finding the gaps in services that behavioral health providers need, or patients need. And we have clinics and hospitals that we work with across the country in identifying those community gaps and targeting whatever's needed in the community regarding access to behavioral health. So it's really exciting.
So do you guys focus on a particular age group, or all age group come under your services?
We focus on making sure that the patients that are accessing our behavioral health services are accessing them at the lowest level of care, because if they can be with their families and their communities and they can function well, that's what we want. We don't want to, have them in an institution for 6 months or 10 months. We want them to be able to be transitioned to the community successful. So that our services are really focused on on providing intensive case management, being able to serve them in the lowest level of care so that they can function not only in their community but also being there with their loved ones in their support system.
So you mentioned that coming from a family of 6 women, what were the if I may ask you, what were the main obstacles or hurdles, and then how did you overcome them? If you need to give a message out to women like you who are out there trying to do something different in community, but what is the main thing that actually motivated you and made it possible for you?
I think for me, the biggest thing was my mom was my example, that she was in Mexico, she was the only female butcher in the city. So she had a unique business, and she showed us that there's nothing that, and this was decades ago in a country where you usually don't have women doing that. So she showed us that, and my sisters, and seeing that just makes me, any opportunity that I have daughters and one son, is what I tell them: as long as you work hard, you're committed, and you don't give up, and you always do the right thing for the right reason, then you're gonna be okay, and you're gonna get to where you want to get.
So hard work and commitment is, and never give up attitude is what brings you here where she is right now. And then all the women out there's nothing called, this is for male or this is for female. If you are there, you have commitment, you can do it as well. Congratulations. How do you feel about today's event?
I'm so excited and so proud to be here and honored.
Have you been to the event like this by METF before?
No, I haven't. I'm really excited.
So you're looking forward to exciting time?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations again on your award.
Thank you so much.
Now I have the next beautiful awardee with me. Her name is Kei Kiwaro. She's the Executive Director of Korean Cultural Center of Chicago. And Ms. Ro, please tell us about yourself. And your introduction says you're from Korean Cultural Center and you look beautiful. Please tell us about yourself and then how you feel about today's award.
Yeah, I'm a board member of Asian American Coalition of Chicago, and I served there more than 13 years. So I think because of Asian community and Korean community, I try to promote Korean culture, not only just Korean culture, Asian culture also. And I'm an executive director of Korean Cultural Center of Chicago right now. And until now, we work for our Korean community, but we try to go for mainstream now. So we are working very hard to connect with the main museums and art galleries and other organization mainstream. Yeah.
You're doing great work promoting your art and culture. And again, how do you feel about today's award? Because it's only top 20 women and you made it to top 20. It's a big honor. How do you feel about that?
I am really overwhelmed about this. I actually don't know what's going on here, and then I came here and a lot of surprises, a lot of great leaders here. So I'm very proud myself that, oh my God, I'm among these women. I'm really honored about this award.
Awesome. And again, congratulations, many congratulations on your award. And I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Okay, bye.
Now I have Miss Mabel Moy with me. She's one of the top 20 women of excellence that will be awarded tonight at the 9th Congressional International Women's Day Gala by Congressman Danny K. Davis. And she is the chairperson of Chicago Chinatown Chamber of Commerce in Chicago, Illinois. And as I mentioned that she is one of the 20 awardees, let's hear from her what she feels. Miss Moy, many congratulations on the award. What do you feel about today's event? And then tell us more about the work that you do, and then the event that you are attending tonight, and what is the feeling?
Well, I feel that I'm very humble and honored to be selected one of the awardees tonight, and can be with so many successful women in the area. And while they're talking about global, I said, oh my God, what have I done? Yeah, I think I should have done more. But I've been involved in the community over 30, 40 years, and always a different volunteer, different organizations. And I am lucky that I have the chance to work with the people in Chinatown Chamber of Commerce over 10 years. I've been involved in the Chinatown area and try to do a little bit and try to promote businesses in Chinatown. And our Chicago Chinatown is one of the fast-growing Chinatown in the United States, actually. So hopefully, we are getting bigger and better and more beautiful. And during the pandemic time, we've been involved with the food distribution, and we've been involved with different areas, different organizations, try to be helping with the small business. And I hope it's going to be getting better.
Yeah, hopefully the things are getting better. And again, thank you so much for all the great work that you do, and we wish you all the best for your future efforts as well. And then many congratulations for the award for tonight. And we look forward to see you on the stage with the award. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.
We are here again, and I am here with Deidre Wilson. She is the daughter of Miss Annette Wilson. She is one of the awardees for tonight, and as we said, she is one of the top 20 women of excellence that made it to tonight's awards. And I'm sure you feel great about it, about your mom. So why don't you introduce your mom and tell her the great work that she does and how you feel about accepting the award on her behalf?
Well, my mom is one of the hardest working women that I know. She started Sankofa Safe Child Initiative in 1999. The agency has a number of services for families, individuals, and children. And it's just based on child welfare. They put services in the homes to keep the children out of the DCFS. And she does other things like mentoring, tutoring, computer classes, cooking classes, whatever the community is in need of. She tries to accommodate them, as well as she has housing for grandparents raising grandchildren and a number of other things, but we don't have that much time.
So today's award, how do you feel about it? And then I'm sure she's very humbled and honored as well. How do you feel as a daughter about receiving it on her behalf, about all the great work that she has done?
You know what? I feel really good about this award. I'm looking at all of the dynamic awardees, and I'm like amazed that my mom is amongst those who are receiving the award today. And I'm humbled and I'm honored on her behalf. Unfortunately, my dad is not doing so well, and so she's by his bedside today, but she sent me in her place just to represent her and the agency.
From my entire team, from everybody here, many congratulations to you, to your mom, and I think on behalf of everybody that she has helped, I'm sure everybody is going to be celebrating because of the great work that she has done. And we look forward to seeing you on the stage, and thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with another wonderful and amazing female with us that is in one of the top 20 awardees for tonight's gala. Her name is Mary Basta. Miss Basta is the mayor of village of Bolingbrook, Illinois. And first of all, Miss Basta, many congratulations on today's award. And tell us about yourself. Tell us how it feels to be the first lady of the village. And how do you feel about today's event? And then, any message for everybody out there that look forward to people like you to be the role models?
Well, thank you again so much for having me. I'm honored to be here. It's a spectacular event. And I have been mayor since August 1st, so I'm a new mayor. Looking forward to continuing to be mayor. But all I can say is go women, international women especially. It's great to be diverse. It's empowering each other, promoting each other, and supporting each other and elevating each other is key. Investing in our youth and telling them the importance and the value of being a woman in power is something that I very much support.
And about today's award, what was your first feeling when you heard about the award, and then that you're one of the top 20 women of excellence, and how is the feeling tonight as well?
It was a complete shock. I'm very grateful for the nomination. I'm honored, obviously, and I hope that I can continue to be a role model for the youth and encourage them to follow in my footsteps.
And we wish you all the best for your future endeavors as the mayor and as the female mayor. And we look forward to seeing you on the stage. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on today's award.
Have a great evening.
Thank you, you too. I'm here with another beautiful woman standing right next to me. Her name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, many congratulations for today's award. And then, I looked at your introduction and the great work that you do, and especially in the field that is much needed in today's world. Please tell us about the work that you have done, and what is your message out there for the women that are looking forward to do something and making a difference in the world. And please tell us about how you're feeling about today's award.
Thank you. I'm feeling great. More than anything, I'm feeling blessed that I made it to today. We know that a lot of people have lost their lives due to COVID, so it is a blessing just to be standing here. Some of the work that I have done is COVID-19 relief funds. As a street vendor, I recognize the need of organizing for communities of color. So I have taken the responsibility of organizing fundraisers to give back money directly to those people that are not receiving financial aid or federal aid.
And
another thing that we have done is creating food drives, HIV testing, COVID-19 testing to make sure that the community is being tested.
so what inspired you to do this great work?
So I am a street vendor in Chicago, and I'm able to see the community from the morning to the afternoon. So firsthand, I know that the community in the south side of Chicago has always been neglected. So being from that community inspired me to take a stand and raise my voice so that we could be heard and so that we could organize and more than anything, close the gaps.
And how do you feel about today's award?
I feel amazing. I cannot believe it. I don't know. It's amazing to be recognized. That was never the goal, but it's definitely something nice, and I am just excited to honor everyone else.
And one last message for all the women out there from you.
My message will be to use your voice at home, at school, or wherever you can. Use your voice, reach back, and pull someone up with you.
Again, another beautiful message for another beautiful female. Speak up, use your voice, say something, because your voice needs to reach out where it needs to reach out to make a difference. Elizabeth, thank you very much for speaking with us, and we look forward to seeing you on the stage.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Thank you. I am here with Miss Chinta Strasberg. She's a radio host and a journalist from Chicago, Illinois. And she is one of the top awardees, top 20 awardees for tonight. Miss Strasberg, many congratulations for today's award. How do you feel?
I feel honored right now, and I thank Congressman Danny Davis for nominating me.
And how has been your experience being a radio host, and how has the journey been? And what is the one amazing thing that you would like to the message that you have for our whoever is watching you right now?
I pray for world peace. That's what I want. Unity for America and world peace.
And what was your first reaction when you heard about this award?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
And what's the message out there for the women out there who are trying to be, who have people like you as their role models?
Never give up, never surrender, and follow your dreams.
Very well said. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Ms. Strasberg. Thank you, and congratulations on the award. Now I have another amazing female with us, and she needs no introduction. My favorite women of excellence who made it to today's top 20, Dr. Asha Oroskar. She is the CEO and President of Orochem Technologies Incorporated in Oak Brook, Illinois. Asha ji, many congratulations for today's award. How do you feel?
I feel really excited, very grateful for being recognized and being honored and being part of the Global 20. Thank you.
And I think you're the only Indian American woman that made it to today's gala, to the 20 Women of Excellence. What is your message for all the aspiring women out there?
So it's a very special feeling to be an Indian American, because we are each driven to really be able to balance careers and our personal lives. And that might be considered a challenge, but for all of us Indian Americans, it's actually our strength. And that's why you're going to see a lot of entrepreneurship coming out of the Indian American women as well as men.
So what is the one thing that motivates you always, that you would like to tell everybody who is trying to make a difference in the community?
So I came here to this country to study, and then I settled down here. My children are born here. My children are very American, as I am American, and the fact that the country has really given us an opportunity to really express, demonstrate, and really perform with our entrepreneurship, I want to be able to give this gift to the next generation of Indian Americans, and I want to be able to pull in most of the people, the next generation. I want to be able to share what it takes to make it successful. So I want to be able to really nurture that talent in the coming generations. Indian American, everybody.
And then today's award, what is the feeling? How do you feel?
I really feel thankful, very happy, and I understand that this has come through a lot of discussions with the jury and being nominated, and I feel a real honor, especially also a responsibility to be able to really live up to the expectations, and I'm so happy to have that opportunity.
And many congratulations on today's award, and we look forward to seeing you on the stage with all those wonderful women. And again, as always, I am one of your fans, and there are many fans out there that look forward to people like you for whatever they do in their life, and keep doing the great work. Best wishes, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Prachi. Really, it is people like you whose love, respect, and camaraderie is what we thrive on. So keep doing that, and your affection, your respect is needed for us to take our next generation forward. Thank you.
Thank you so muji for speaking with us. Thank you, Asha ji.
That wraps up our interviews of the awardees for tonight. And as I mentioned in the beginning, this event was the U.S. Congressman Danny Davis's 9th annual MEATF International Women's Gala. The location of the gala was Food Court Arena, Mall of India, Naperville, and there were 20 of Women of Excellence awards that were finalized by the jury, and the award jury chair was Dr. Zenabia Sowell. And the main features of the gala included the Illinois Color Guard, Korean drummers, Indonesian Remo dancers, Miss Illinois Teen USA Victoria Blair Remwe, and the national anthem of the US was sung by Marisha Bouchette, who is an actress, a model of Thai, Chinese and German heritage. And Dr. Santosh Kumar was the guiding force behind it, and the man behind the entire beautiful event was none other than Dr. Vijay Prabhakar. The decorations was done by Miss Ali Dhanraj, and the MCs of the event were wonderful Jonathan Brown and beautiful, gorgeous Gauri Yadav. And mainstream media, including Anna TV, were there to cover the entire event. And I hope you guys enjoyed the gala, and I hope to see you next year for the 10th International Women's Day celebration by METF. And I hope to see you there, see you all there next year. And this is Prachi Jetli from Anna TV signing off. Thank you very much.